Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another match day live stream. Basically, it basically is our regular weekly match of the day live stream / watchalong where we'll come together and quite literally watch match of the day, watch all the highlights from today, today's action for all the games up and down the league involving the title race normally. Relegation, which is a lot of teams play today, trying to fight for their survival and keeping away from that drop, and even European spots as well. Everything up for grabs still. Going into today's fixtures with 9 games to go for most of us, and yeah, one as I say, one of the games did sort of involve relegation battle / title race in one hit, and we all know that ended. Fucking South Coast bastards. Oh dear, it is what it is, though. We move on. But yeah. Just wait. Obviously, we always go a few minutes before match of the day gets underway itself, just because it allows us all to come in, get settled, get the game, get the show on itself, and give our thoughts on the games as they come up on the schedule of the program, basically, and have a bit of a laugh along the way. And trust me, one of the biggest laughs is Chelsea. Needing us trying to fault there, but yeah, Chelsea, the biggest joke going. Oh, thank that would have saved us. Yeah, get us through till the end of the season. These last 19 games. We're discarding the Champions League because we'd never win that, would we? Yeah. It's top Bodie's a fantastic job. Okay. That's why you're 11th and literally 7 or 8 points away from 12th. That team of 12 is fighting for survival currently. But yeah, everything's fantastic. Oh dear, gotta laugh. Oh dear God, it's been a long day. My head is pounding, by the way. Since I don't know why. Once I got off the Watchalong we did earlier, live stream we did earlier for the Southampton Man City game. About within 10 minutes from coming off air, my head, oh my days, it's just got this. It's like a mini migraine, and it's blinding, and it's doing my head in. And what's making it worse now is sorry about that microphone. Only on StreamYard does my microphone for some reason have an issue with disconnecting constantly. So it's clearly a StreamYard problem. They need to get their head out their asses and fix instead of giving us all these new features, fix the software issues, please. Not asking for much. But yeah, I mean, there's how many games was there? I've got all the scoreboards set up as well, as I always do. Goals in every game. There's no nils or anything like that either. No draws. Okay, now what was it? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 games today. Okay, now. And obviously got 2 tomorrow between Leeds and Palace, and Liverpool and the mighty Arsenal that are top of the league currently as we speak. That's what, and all that jazz. We've got a feeling which game's going to be on first. It's going to be the one that involves Man City goes in the gut of Arsenal. Even though Arsenal didn't play till tomorrow. Because we're the BBC, we suck off Man City. Here we go. Oh my days, I've got everything wrong with me today. Here we go. Here's this music. Yeah. I'm right. The media suck off Arsenal too. Not. Are you having a fucking giggle? Show me where. Show me. Please show me. I beg you. And there's going in. Who's his co-punditry team tonight? Please be righty, for God's sake. Oh, for it's right. It's right. He pissed off the BBC because ever since he's kicked off in fucking Indica every week, I don't think right he's been on the fucking match of the day punditry team. And this year, was it Lineker was off on holiday last week, so they had Chapman in, but they had Mika Richards and Alan Shearer last week, and now we got Alan Shearer and fucking Danny Murphy. I mean, it could be worse, could be Jermaine Genius, but still, what was right he done wrong? Unless he was booked off, but he's meant to be one of the regulars. What the fuck is going on? It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. Yeah, Southampton. I think today is pretty much confirmed. There's no saving them themselves. They had opportunities in this first half of this game. I'll just put the scoreboard up now again. This is the first game on match of the day. Yeah, Southampton had opportunities in the first half, didn't take them, got punished, and then did fuck all in the second half. Oh, sorry, they did score, and we scored. Shit, we could get back into this. We've got to give them a penalty. Fuck you. 2 seconds later. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What are we going to do this now? As I said, no matter what happens tomorrow, via game, I'm not, unless Leicester City hire a manager that I know will get that defence, at least that defence in shape. I am not doing a Leicester City v Man City watch long. Hell fucking no. I'm not putting myself for a third week in a row through that bullshit again. That touch, that literally on through goal. I don't get why he stops. He was through, and he sees he's okay, he's near, but nowhere near. But that makes sense. Like he's near catching him. And he put the handbags up. Oh, I'm close to that. I'll put the handbag on for a boost. Oh, I've got to go again. And because he does that, he then puts an extra touch. It's touch and disastrous as it was. Falls into fucking Edison's hands. Like, oh, thank you very much. Boom, off we go. This is Southampton's problem though. This season, not just for this game, but this season. There's just not been clinical enough. They're too heavily relying on Ward-Prowse and his 3 kicks. Other than that, where have their goals come from? There's a reason why they are where they are, and ways why they struggle today. I know it's Man City, but still. Tom's saying you should do a Leeds versus Leicester watch long. That will be heated. Oh God. Have you got to play Leicester before this? Have you got to actually play Leicester though before the end of the season? As long as it doesn't clash with Arsenal, it's on TV, I'll do it for you. But I don't even know who left it basically. I'm just fucking winging it, apart from Arsenal. What did I do what I did earlier? Why have I got to relive this live again? Putting this something highlight for why have I done it to myself? This is another reason why I don't want to do it next week. I was just doing a match of the day thing. Then wait till we play. I think we're on Sky for West Ham on Sunday. Have a look. Boom, 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 boom. Dear. Fixtures. Yeah, next Sunday, 2:00, the West Ham game away. And Friday night on the 21st, on a Friday night at the Emirates was Southampton. Yay! What could go wrong? So, but yeah, in terms of our fixtures, every fixture now between obviously tomorrow's game, including tomorrow's game, all the way through to the third game before the end, in terms of Brighton at home on the 14th of May, have all been scheduled for either Sky or BT respectively. The only games that haven't been scheduled yet is not the first on my birthday weekend, in my birthday or the weekend itself, because currently playing my 20th, but anyway. Oh, and the Wolves game, sorry. But that'll be decided in the next week. That'll be dealt with in the next week between Sky and BT. Just in case it goes the distance. I don't. Really cannot. The nerves are kicking in now. The nerves of tomorrow are really kicking in now. Like in terms of if Sod's Law Liverpool fucking turn up tomorrow, it'd be like prime Liverpool from the last 2-3 seasons. Tuesday, 25th April, Leeds Leicester. No idea if it's on TV. Tuesday, 25th. I don't think the customer any of Arsenal games. I don't believe. I double check now what dates. As long as it doesn't clash with the men's or the women's team, Arsenal wise. April, yeah. I'm more than happy. I'll be more than happy to. We're playing on the 26th. Arsenal playing on the 26th against City. It might be on. It's midweek. It might be on BT. Might be one of them midweek things where BT cover every game because it's midweek. So it might be. As long as it doesn't clash with the girls then on that Tuesday. I'll sort that out for you. And obviously you can come on if you're free and all that. And yeah, that'll be one game I'll say, you know what? You can take over, I'll just sit back and relax. I mean, what was Walker's pick? I didn't really go in on him, but at the time, I mentioned it, but I didn't really go in. And I've got to ask, for a senior pro like Walker Peters is, he's not a rookie anymore. What the fuck was he playing at? Your team just got back into the game. You just threw yourself in out of nowhere and took a position in the penalty box. And just gave him an opportunity again to regain the free goal lead. It's like you're taking the Michael. Oh dear. This guy's clueless, by the way. With all due respect to him, I know he got a fluky result against Chelsea. Let's just be honest. A fluky win against Chelsea. His Southampton now the manager, and on that he got the job full time to the end of the season. Like that says it all about the ownership at Southampton. Like they were when they sacked Hasenhüttl originally. They weren't prepared, and they went for the cheap and cheerful, unproven Nathan Jones. That backfired. I mean, literally from the get-go, fans weren't on board, and the results weren't happening. Results weren't improving. Performances weren't improving. If anything, they were getting worse. And then they sacked him, and then they're like, what do we do? What do we do? You've got to be in charge of this game coming up against Chelsea. Whilst we figure out what we're doing. Shit, we got to win. He's a genius. Boom, you got the job full time to end the season. Like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely bizarre. Southampton wishing they'd hired Jesse March. But Nathan Jones was one of the best managers in Europe, according to Nathan Jones. Oh dear! Do you want to tell Stoke City fans that one? It's a weird one because he appeared out of nowhere at Stoke, crap there when they went down. He was one of the early managers early on since they've been relegated. He was there, did crap there. I mean, crap. Worse than at Southampton, that's saying something. And then, got sacked, didn't hear nothing, and then suddenly he was at Luton, and then last season did a outstanding job in getting them in the into the playoffs and all that. And then this season, it started off all over the place. Like they've gone, they're going to be fun. Looks like they're going to be battling for survival. And the best thing happened for Luton because obviously Southampton came along, took him on. They got a bit of compo for it as well, but they threw up the fucking league. I think they're now currently in and around the playoffs. So that's the best thing that could have happened to him, really. And in the meantime, he dragged Southampton further into the mud. Got sacked, got another payout because he'd been sacked again. And Southampton are in dire straits, basically. They're in trouble. And I'm concerned if they were to go, and I think they are going to go now. I've been saying it for a while, but I think today's pretty much confirmed. The way they went with the whimper today, that's confirmed to me that they're gone. They're definitely going to be going. I'm concerned if they'll come back up or not, and how long will it take them. We got Moss in the chat as well. Got Hawkwind in the chat. Oh, I was got some wind there. Weird there. Fucking Steve Bold's a better manager than Nathan Jones. That's saying something. And he's just got to get started as a number one. Yay, look at this bus now. Yay, the cheating bastards, are they, from what I've heard. It's all kicked off apparently this game. Even before the game the ball was kicked, it was all kicking off between the managers. All because Antonio's now Formula number 2, the backstabbing prick, decided in his infinite wisdom in the press conference this week to slag off the Brighton manager. Yes, not for the first time today. The volume went. StreamYard, I will not say it again. I'm fucking sick of saying it. Stop giving us these fancy little new features. Sort out your fucking software because there's clearly an issue because I don't have any other issues with my microphone on any other fucking software platform. Only yours. So clearly you're the issue. Hell. You're getting pissed off now. Oh, of course, Tom. Doesn't turn up all season, doesn't do fuck all season, and does that. And is acting not, look at me. Are you having a fucking giggle? Gotta love this. Hopefully, Moss. We'll find out tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. Oh dear. Go on, say it again. Don't. Stuff done. What a finish. The Toma with a goal. Obviously it's disallowed because we all know. Handball. Even the system ref given the off ball, it hit his sleeve. It actually hit his arm, but his sleeve, where apparently by the law, that's okay then. If it's hit there above, even on the sleeve itself and not below the. Yeah, it did. It hit the sleeve on the actual Premier League badge. So by the rules, that's him in the goal because the full ball, his arms out like that. It's literally landed like that. I don't think he could do it. It's landed like that, but on the sleeve, which by the rules that they've put in place, isn't a handball anymore. But they just decided, no, handball. Continue. 1-0 Tottenham. Got to keep them going. Give them something to fight for. No, the giggle once is good enough. Weird how Spurs is universally accepted, but Saints isn't. It probably is. It's obvious. Obviously, it's also you got to remember the word Spursy is actually in the official dictionary as well. The definition is, well, basically Tottenham, basically, as is Hearts. Yeah, Hearts or fucking Heart Macedonian or fucking Edinburgh or whatever it was. Jesus. Yeah, I think Saints is, but not obviously. But obviously, like Pompey for Portsmouth. It is, but obviously not used regularly enough. That was a good goal, actually. That was a good header from Lewis Dunk. Acres of space there. Jesus Christ. How much more space did I want to give him? Literally, how much space do you want to be given there? And those just like, oh, fuck, in the goal. Spursies. And it is. It genuinely is. Oh, yeah. Not sure. Go check it out. Please check it out. I'm not bullshitting. Oh, what a finish from Danny Welbeck. Oh, again, he gets ruled off. He doesn't get ruled out, though. We all know it. But old Danny Welbeck, ex-Arsenal, putting the ball in the back in the net. Where's the problem here? Let's have a look where the problem was with this one. Well, where was the problem? Has it? Because McAllister's like that. He's really tightened himself up. How can you tell? I'm sorry, from the angle they've shown, there's no way definitely you can say he's actually hit his hand or arm. That's a joke. That's a disgrace. Oh my days! But yeah, Tottenham going to win this. Seriously, how's that? Oh, we're all kicking off here. Oh, here we go. Well, clearly he said something because he got sent off, you knob. He's done something to piss off the Brighton, not and cause the fucking. He's giving it that. The fucking Tottenham twat. The coach, the interim coach. He started off the bullshit and then gone, I'm doing nothing. You clearly did something, mate. Because the referee's been informed and you've been sent off. And Zerbi, fucking look at this up. Well, fucking knob jockey for fucking Tottenham should have kept his mouth shut and not be so disrespectful, considering he's backstabbed his best mate to keep himself in the job for a few extra weeks. The time of foot trampled on and no call for VAR. Yeah, just seen that now. Literally, she said that. I've just seen that. How's that not a pen? It's a joke. It is a joke. Yeah, that'll happen tomorrow with a Liverpool player on an Arsenal basically for example, an Arsenal defender, be it Gabriel Saliba or whoever plays tomorrow. That will happen tomorrow. Oh my god, that will happen tomorrow. That exact same thing will happen now tomorrow, but because this will be highlighted until then. They'll give the penalty because it's been highlighted 24 hours prior. It's a joke. Howard Webb, literally, is a corrupt bastard that he is, and let's be honest, he was. As a referee, he was a corrupt motherfucker. He was refereeing days. Let's not get twisted there. He needs to clear out the entire. The entire official, all the officials who've got on the books that are currently managing the Premier League. Bye bye in the summer. May 29th, they will get the P45s and literally bring in new blood, get them trained, use the summer to train them up. Fuck it. When it comes to VAR, get some ex-pro players in as well involved, train them up, get them on VAR as well. Oh, something like that. Something's got to change and drastically. Because I'm sick of having these. The whole point of technology, the VAR system being brought in was to pretty much stop the errors from happening by officials. I think it's made it worse because the officials are still fucking in control of the tech. They're still making the same bullshit errors. How's that not a fucking ref? How's that not a penalty either? Fucking Lenglet, the fucking on ex-Barcelona reject, fucking grabbing Newton's dunk shirt and yanking him, pulling him back so he couldn't get to the ball. It's a joke. It is a fucking joke. Not only did the referee not see it, the official near it didn't see it, and VAR went la 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 la. Got to protect Tottenham. La 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 la. Can't have him drop any more points. La 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 la. It might upset Harry Kane, England captain. Fucking joke. Tom saying, I still think VAR should be run by people who don't like football. They just apply the rules with no bias. So again, someone's got to give somewhere. Imagine how VAR has made it worse, but I agree, it has. Let's be honest, it has. And the main reason why it's worse, and not the officiating has not got better, and it's still getting this drama. It's because it's the same officials that are called to drop in the first place, without the tech, in charge of the tech. They don't know their arse and fucking second base, and constantly just make mistake after mistake. There's no consequence to the actions. How many times until Moss forgot to put lines in against Brentford? How many other mistakes did he make this season alone in that VAR room before the consequence came that he had to walk because he called into question the standards of what they're doing, to put it politely. And that's not including his general refereeing performance over the years before he retired from refereeing on the pitch. How many more times? There's got to be things put in place by Howard Webb in the summer where it's always rest before the season starts next season. Gets them all trained up, this, that, and the other as well. But come the eve of the season, gets them all together in a meeting and says, right, I do not want any mistakes whatsoever, anything controversial. You're getting a warning. One warning. If it happens after that one warning it happens again, you're out. No matter what, I'll bring someone else in, ready to take over from you. Otherwise, there's no consequence to the actions. I mean, depending on the severity of the mistake, if it's, for example, what we had against Brentford a few weeks back for the international break when we played them, and they forgot to put the lines in, being it take into then if it's something like that, and they take into consideration it was like, so for example, it's 1-0 to that team, they're going to draw or lose because of that mistake, knowing there's a potential that goal would have been allowed, the game would have been different. Give that team the points. For example, just for an example, might upset the other team losing the points, but they would have wanted. It means it means they didn't get the point unfairly. There's no asterisk against that point or points respectively. If they're making basic errors where they're just relying on VAR to get them out of trouble, you get a warning. Keep doing it, you're sacked. Things have got to change. End of. I am sick of having this fucking discussion every week about VAR. How is it at every other sport that's had technology for years, by the way, when they've introduced technology to their respective sport, for example, rugby union, rugby, Six Nations World Cup and all that, they've had technology in their game for fucking years. And not, I'll be honest, straight from the off, none of this. Not a single ounce of this sort of drama that we get. None of these mistakes. Once in a blue moon, I think, in what 20 years plus of technology being in the sport. Yeah, more than 20 years actually. Just over 20 years of having video ref in the sport of rugby, and I can probably count on one hand the amount of times the video ref, and the ref on the pitch have made a mistake collectively. But there's been retrospective action. They've come out as well and held their hands up as well, straight away in that moment. Other than that, 9 times out of 10, literally not an issue. During the game, after the game, there's no controversy to going in terms of the game aimed towards the video tech and the official on the pitch. None whatsoever. And they've had that tech from the day one for over 20 years. We are, 4 or 5 years into having forced, by the way, onto us technology, this VAR system, this particular system of VAR. They, Premier League, in the end, went, we're fed up with your complaints, we're forcing it on you for the following season. 4 or 5 years down the line, and we're still, it's getting no better. The game's got no better on that side of things. Oh, well, they get 90% of the officiating spot on. Because the ones they do get spot on are the basics, quite literally. And even then, some of them are fast. How? I don't get it. Every other sport doesn't have a problem with a video reffing system. Football, there's an issue. There's somehow an issue. Refs should just go look at the TV quick. Always VAR meant to be the refs. I mean, when they going back to that as well, talking about the screens. So the first year, I remember the first season when VAR was brought in. The TV screens, the little screens they go over to now, and pretty much for every decision they have to question now. They did not use that screen. The screens at any stadium in the Premier League, they did not use that screen once. Even in the FA Cup semi-finals and final at Wembley, didn't use it. Refused to use it. It was there gathering dust. And and because of the complaints, the complaints they had about that, since then all they've done is let's go over to the screen, have a look. I'll change my mind. Penalty. Or I change my mind. No penalty. You're sent off. It's completely bizarre. They don't know. Again, how do we like it or not, needs to completely clear out every single. By the way, he changed the team. By the way, got Brentford up now, but he needs to complete wipeout. He cannot keep a single one of these frauds in a job still. Come the end of the season, May 29th, they should all these officials should all be getting their P45s and moved on. Who was on VAR? Spurs. What's VAR performance I have seen? Do I think now? I'll double check. I think it was Stuart Atwell on the pitch. I think it was or VAR. I can't remember now. Have a look. See if I can find out. But yeah, it was a disgrace. It was a complete disgrace. 2 clear pens, 2 goals are ruled off for Brighton, by the way, ironically, for handballs. When you look at it, Mitoma's one hit his arm above the sleeve, which by the rules that they put in place, that's not a handball anymore. So that's what it stood. And that's a poor pen from Ivan Toney, by the way. Absolute disgrace. That was. Danny Welbeck scored a perfectly good goal. Oh, it hit McAllister's arm. His arms are like that. The ball gone past. You cannot tell by the divot of the ball. The ball's divot doesn't change at all. So how can you say hit his arm? Because if he hits his arm in any way, the ball changes its direction. It divots a bit. Nothing. No. It's a handball. We say what we say. It is true. And Dermot Gallagher, I am sick. I am absolutely sick to death of it. Occasionally, literally have to go on Twitter and put a tweet out at in Sky and saying, "There's no point of having the segment of Ref Watch. There's no point. Ref Watch is a pointless segment. It has been for years. It's getting worse. It is completely null and void nowadays. Because all you're doing is you're paying an ex-ref who, by the way, is still on the PGMOL to give his opinion, and shock horror, he always agrees with the ref decision, no matter which game it is. From one game to the next, he'll never dispute it. He'll always put out the party political line. I mean, literally, the Arsenal-Brentford game, when the forgetting of the lines and all that, he put out the party line of human error. He made a mistake. It's his fucking job. It's John Moss's job. It's all he's got to do. He's not on the pitch anymore. He's looking at a screen. How can he forget? But if he has seen it, he fucking did see it and knob. Hence why he then gets sacked. We've backed him. 5 days later, he gets sacked. Okay. Ref Watch is pointless. Dermot Gallagher, stop Sky. I know you've got money, but stop paying this fraud money. He is a fraud. End of. It's completely pointless hiring someone to give their opinion on the referee's performances for all these Premier League games every Monday, and occasionally on Wednesday if there's any games midweek. Well, he doesn't give his actual genuine opinion. It's just the political fucking PGMOL giving party line basically of that particular game. But no matter what, backing that ref. It's nice to see Tom's comment, but this embezzles using technology, not wanting or able to do their job. Not able. It's more they're not able to. Let's be honest. They are not able to do it. They're not fit. Just taking that technology to the tech for a second here. The officials in this country are not good enough. There's only England and Italy where they are fully professional refs at the highest level for the top league, right? And our officiating record is the worst. But no, it is the worst. There's no if, buts, or maybes. It is the worst officiating in the world, not even in Europe, in the world. And this is, and they're meant to be professionals, like full-time professionals, for fuck's sake. What else do they do? Let's be honest. It's not like it back in the Howard Webb days where they had to hold out a part-time job. It's a bread and butter. It's a livelihood. There's no consequence to the action because of the corrupt prick that run the show from the get-go. It's just I just want to go to sleep. But it's a fast, and it's going. You get rid of one Ford leading the line, and you bring in Howard Webb. He did a fantastic job in America. The MLS VAR system. It's the MLS, for fuck's sake, with all due respect. And again, I said it before. It's not like he's not known for being a corrupt mother. You know what? We all know Howard Webb, but he was nicknamed Man United's 12th man. Quite literally. Whenever he was in charge of Man United at home or away, about who they were against, a big game or at Arsenal, Man United Arsenal, or vice versa at Highbury or at Anfield, with Man United involved, you knew Man United were going to win that game 9 times out of 10 because he'll do everything in his fucking power to make sure they won, to favour them. And you bring him back, he's in charge of it all. And he got rid of Moss eventually and made that, and then, but also you say that, but he publicly made it out like it was a John's decision to go. Like, behave yourself. The guy showed in that moment he has no backbone. And how is it every ref? Well, it feels like anyway. But most of the refs we have in this available for Premier League to ref in the Premier League that are qualified apparently to ref in the Premier League. How come they're all from up fucking north or in the Midlands region? Doesn't, if you're lucky, Midlands. But most of them majority are coming from up north. You don't get it. You're not bringing through any refs from the Midlands, London, the coast, like Portsmouth, Southampton, anything like that. They're all coming from like fucking Tranmere and Greater Manchester and Greater Manchester Bolton and things like that. Literally. And you wonder why fans are then complaining when it comes out. Oh, the referee you're going today for this week coming is this one, and he's from Manchester, and it's against the team. I mean, I said it. What was it? And when Arsenal played United, I've said it a few times this season actually. When Arsenal played a team from Manchester, but when we went to Old Trafford, that's pretty much what, six games in, and the referee on the pitch and the VAR official were both from Greater Manchester. And you're officiating a game or refereeing a game that involves a team from Manchester. But if you look into it, most of the fucking referees are from Manchester or Greater Manchester, Bolton, in that surrounding area up north. Why can they not genuinely provide officials up and down the country, all over the place? Is it so hard to do that one thing? Or you just want to build a northern powerhouse of refereeing and that's it? No matter how crap they are. I'll just read for your comments. I've got an advantage, by the way, after that second game there against with Brighton and Tottenham. And the chat's gone into anarchy because of my rant. Oh, dear. What get me is when there's a clear incident VAR says different. Yeah, exactly. No. But again, I go back to what I said at the start of that rant. Look who is manning the tech. The same piss poor officials that are making mistakes anyway on the pitch when they are on the pitch. They're sacrificed. Oh God, we did it all the time in the 30s. Oh my God. We want a rant. You got one. There you go. We want blood. Scotland as well. I think was it Scotland? Like the Scottish Premier League. They just started using the VAR system this season, not properly this season. Bring out the pitchforks. I blame you, but Murdoch, grape. These are the words of Sam Greenwood and Sam Greenwood alone. We do not condone what he says. the pitchforks. Scotland Premier League is in Swindon Handicap League. I come up, you know what? Heads on sticks. We want heads on sticks. I've got a thing is that the reason I sort of stopped myself, by the way, Tom, on that, by the way, halfway through the cursing and all that, I do have to sort of calm down in terms of the language I use sometimes because YouTube are getting stricter apparently. So I've got to be careful, otherwise I start demonetizing videos, and I don't want that. And if that doesn't work, they'll then strike the channel, and I don't want that either. Oh, those scruffy beard, shave it. Use a haircut as well. Go down to the old barbers and get the old trim your beard and trim up the old Barney as well. Coming into summer now, well, soon. How much is it to join the Conservative Party? $10 million. A chunky Kit Kat and a copy of today's Daily Mail. I blame Sam's recliner. Oh my days! It's gone into complete chaos. That was amazing. The point they were from Manchester. Look, if you look into it, most of the Premier League, by the way, officials, though, being it from like on the field refs or the ones that just got into VAR itself, the majority of them are from up north and mainly from Manchester, Greater Manchester, Bolton, and things like that. Like, come on. No, you're telling me the entire country the only decent refs are Manchester based? Is that a joke? Got a lot of Man United fans though. They won a trophy already this season. They're in the race for the Champions League spots to hold on to that now, and they're going to these games now. They're literally paying the Glazers to go into the games, and then bring out banners going, "Glazers out, mate! You just paid them money. Glazers out. They're not going anywhere. You're giving them money." Nearly all the refs are from Manchester. The Eddie and Kitty emoji. Tom's the avatar of a pub. You stopped it 95% of the way through. Oh dear, Tom, that's an avatar of a proper player. Would love it if YouTube turned into fake book. Oh my days, don't. Jesus Christ. No. These are the words of Sam Greenwood and Sam Greenwood alone. We do not condone or agree with these comments at this time. Oh, I'm a moany old git. I'm 30. I'm one of us being 34. I'm a moany old bastard already. Oh God. This is the thing, Sam. You mentioned it already, but he's a member. He's got a choice of his of a few emojis that I've been able to make, and this is the only one he wants to use. And then he's out injured. He's not even playing. God forbid when Eddie comes back, if he scores a goal in any game or scores the goal to win us to the league, he's going to go bananas with this bloody emoji. Oh dear. But there, Man United, that's it. There we go. Isn't that hard? I mean, to be fair, Nketiah is better. It's still better than all of these players put together. I mean, let's be honest, that isn't really that hard, that difficult to be. individually better than one in the league team. Oh dear. Do wish them luck though tomorrow. It's against Palace. Do us Arsenal fans a favour and batter Palace for fuck's sake, please, Tom. Absolutely obliterate the bastards tomorrow. Put them in their place. Make them wish they had hired Roy Hodgson back. Please, for the love of God. Almost 34. I'm almost 34. Got another month and a few weeks to go on that one. 34 and a grumpy old. But again, most of you got you all know I moan quite a bit every now and then. Every now and then, being able to word. Again, highlight form. We're on Man United again, by the way. Highlight form wise, what did Everton do today apart from defend? Let's be honest. I'm not seeing them having any clear-cut chances yet. It's always been United. Oh, what a goal. Got to say that's a good goal. You never mind, to be honest. I have a good rant every now and then. And you got one tonight. All because the referee and the VAR officials decided to help Tottenham out today. It took me a complete meltdown. No return. Needs. Stefan says the old Leeds side would of sport integrity. Oh, Jesus, I don't. Marching up together. You never. Ryan, sorry, Clough was dead right when he said Leeds were a bunch of thugs who couldn't play football. Oh dear. No wonder you didn't last 5 minutes there. Oh dear. Imagine Clough imagine Nigel Clough in the modern day. In modern day, he's a manager nowadays. Jesus Christ. Coming into a fucking mess like Chelsea, oh my God, he'd absolutely ever feel though. Perhaps you should make it the main of the channel. Seriously, viewers love this stuff. Oh dear. Well, as I said, I do have the occasional rant when it's necessary. I don't just do it on the off chances for the sake of it. When I feel it's necessary, I'll go off on the rant that I just did. I will have a good rant. But it's all well me good doing them, man. So you guys got to help promote it as well. Then. Potter will sneer at that. Oh dear. Clough taking that job was amazing. Sam says I might open my channel again exclusively to those people in the chat. That would be fun. Yeah, you know what? It actually would be. Got to admit that would be actually. Oh dear. If you do go ahead and do that, let me know. I'll do my bit to promote that as well, by the way. Oh dear. Snowflakes not needed in the promoting. Need not apply. Don't bother. You have to watch it. If you don't want to get roasted in the chat, you have to come back and watch it in replay. All I heard today from this game, obviously going back to this game, is just finishing up now in highlights form. All I heard was, "Oh, Pickford's really showing why he's England's number one." Really? A mental? I didn't see nothing. He lasted less than Nathan Jones at Southampton. Christ. Yeah, people from Birmingham and the Midlands area in general, Coventry or wherever, even Newcastle, if you want to come down as well. Sam has some nice opinions of your society, shall we say? Maybe a good idea is putting a short video together like Pig does. Maybe I might clip that. I might clip that. Get that the event I did earlier, then get that and put that into put that out on the channel as an individual video, basically. I'm just again, but I can do all that, and I do my bit. Obviously, do my bit to promote it. But obviously, you guys are going to come and watch it, like it, and share it around as well. Otherwise, it won't get to the masses. But yeah, might do that. Oh dear. Everton, even there's improvement. There has been improvement. Don't get me wrong under Sean Dice, but they're still Jekyll and Hyde. That one game they can be fantastic, and the next game they'll be like this, absolutely woeful. Tells what you think the result will be tomorrow. I don't want to jinx it though. I really don't want to jinx it. Wait one sec. Oh, hello there. You want to come in? No, it's Sterling. Okay then. Oh dear. But no, Sam, I really don't want to jinx it. I said what I had to say earlier during the Southampton Man City watchalong I did. We always go into this week. We knew what we had to do anyway. No matter what happened today with Man City, we knew what we had to do tomorrow. And not a few like Riddy and all that said earlier on in the last stream. We just got to play our game tomorrow. If we go out to come out of Anfield tomorrow and play what we played all season, we'll be fine. We'll get the 3 points on the board and get out of there, end that hoodoo, and move on to West Ham. That's all we got to do. We just got to keep winning. We've got an 8-point gap as we speak. All we can do now is just plug away, keep winning, keep putting out the 3 points until we can't be caught no more. And then hopefully it doesn't go down to the last game of the season. We can win it with a couple of games, 2 or 3 games to spare, and just enjoy the last couple of games of the last 2 or 3 games of the season. Go into that last game of the season knowing the situation we're going to be lifting the trophy, and enjoy the day without that anxiety of it ain't over yet. We're top, but it's not over yet. Are we going to screw it on the last day and all that malarkey? Forest fans are annoyingly reasonable about their loss to Leeds. What do you expect? City have gone up the gear as well. I mean, to this extent, they have, yes, but it helps when the teams are playing to bend over straight up. As soon as they can see the goal against City and go, okay, there you go. Do what you want to us, basically. Even Liverpool last week, it was pathetic. I mean, they've got Bayern Munich in midweek. I think they'll get a test. They'll get a test in that game. Don't get me wrong. Touch wood. But then, literally, no matter what happened in that, they got a nice, easy game against Leicester. I mean, you know, there's no way, unless, as I said earlier, unless Leicester City hire between now and Monday, hire Rafa Benitez or someone of that ilk that's going to come in and straight away sort the defence out and get having another looking more of a threat going forward. There's no way in God's green earth that Leicester going to do anything to lay a glove, not even lay a glove on Man City next week. It's all you can do. Keep winning, and you're champion. That's what I'm saying. That's what we've got to do. We just got to go. We knew before Man City played today. We had to go to Anfield and win anyway. Either way, no matter what they did, no matter what happened in their game today, we have to go to Anfield and get the 3 points, and that hasn't changed. And I believe that again, as long as Arteta gets the line-up spot on, the tactics spot on, and the team itself play and conduct themselves like they've done all season, we'll be fine tomorrow. Touch wood. We've just got to concentrate on us. Don't bend the knee to Liverpool, and just take the positives out of the last time we went to Anfield in terms of the League Cup semi-final last season. Not obviously the league. It's not the league game. The last league game we faced them, but the last game in all comps, and that was the League Cup semi-final first leg last season. We went there. Granit Xhaka got sent off, and we held out with a 0-0 draw. And if anything, and our team's strengthened since then. Let's be honest in that as well. But take the positives from the last visit to Anfield, even though it was a League Cup. Realise we're stronger now. They're not. If anything, they've weakened. They're weaker mentally, and just go and do what we've done all season. Come the full time whistle. We've got the 3 points tomorrow. Brilliant. Oh my God, what the fuck was that from Leicester? I mean, literally handing the points on the plate. Literally handed it on a plate to Binning there. He'll never score an easier goal. What is that? Maddison get the ball away as well. Yeah, literally. Oh my God, playing triangles, and he's literally just passed the ball back to no one. Empty space, and Binning's just there running, just run onto it, took it around the goalkeeper, bang, 1-0. Jesus Christ. Right, what we got. Where we at? Where are we at? Leicester. I'm surprised this game's on actually first, considering it's a 1-0. There's a few 1-0s, but that's not the point. I mean, I'm surprised. Why is Villa not ahead of this game? And it's going in. They could ask for this. Fox is going down. Yeah, it seems like it. It honestly does seem like they're in for it now. They are in. They've hit this form at the wrong time, and the Palace defeat in itself before sacking Rodgers has completely knocked them. And since then, obviously sacked Rodgers, and they've just been crap. They've been worse ever since. I said earlier as well. Off air, I was literally doing watching Soccer Saturday and all that. Why was Jamie Vardy starting today? You've got Iheanacho and what's his name? Gone now. Mine's gone. But you've got two top Ndaka. You've got two decent strikers on the bench, like young, quick, athletic, and can score goals if you give them the opportunities. And you've decided to go with today Jamie Vardy, that's literally gone on the season too long. He's done nothing all season, and basically just done nothing to justify starting today. It's a panic. The experienced head will get us through, and it hadn't. It didn't. It did nothing for him. So yeah, it's now got to a point where, as I said, Southampton pretty much today confirmed they now need a miracle to stay up. Leicester City, unless they hire a Rafa Benitez or someone of that ilk, they're gone as well. But they need to do it before as soon as possible between now and Monday. They need to hire their new manager, and quick. It has to be the right man. It has to be the right man, not just anyone. Otherwise, they are just going to go down anyway. And then literally, Madison's going to go to Newcastle or Arsenal, whatever, or wherever. Probably more likely Newcastle. We'll just throw names out for the sake of it here. They're going to lose him for a bargain price because they can't then demand these price stuff to say not even a complete half of what they want for him. Normally, we know Tielemans is leaving anyway. Daka will want out. Vardy will retire. Harvey Barnes will want out. Dewsbury Hall he'll want out. Then what? Evans he'll probably retire as well to avoid going to the Championship. Then so they're going down to the Championship. Half the squad they've got a rebuild with no manager. And next to no money apparently. Okay. Jesse March's gone to Leicester. He must not. Has he? Where's that? That can't be true. No, I know he's linked to the job. I must admit, I do like Solanke at Bournemouth. Yeah, he done all right actually. Got to say, the couple of years, the 2-3 years in the Championship, done him no end of a favour actually in his career. Imagine sacking a highly regarded coach and replacing them with a clueless American who only talks a good game. Oh wait, but then it didn't. He worked for the short term. It worked for you, but then literally, oh here we go. Didn't they? He gave us 5-10 minutes before you came in with the smack talk. No, but it was, in terms of your comment here, Tom, it worked for the short term, but in this season, it just didn't. It didn't click. Didn't kick on. You're not getting smashed tomorrow. Okay. You're forgetting we're not Man United, but okay. Also forgetting we are the league leaders for a reason. Because we're not Man United. Oh. And there's a reason why you are 7th or 8th for everyone in the league. Hanging on you're hanging on currently, trying to climb into a Conference League spot. There's a reason. Yes, he beat United the last time in the league at Anfield. He beat United. Ooh, yippity doo dah. But again, not the league leaders that have been consistent all the way through this season. So we'll see. We'll see. I just know though that you won't appear unless Liverpool score tonight. I just know it. I just know it. Oh dear, and I was just being like, I'm gonna into you. I'll have a look. Might have been confirmed tonight or something. Let me have a look. No, I think it up next. There we go. I think this is another team. No. I don't want to say because he obviously done a fantastic job getting them up last season, but you cannot survive in the Premier League and stay. You cannot stay up in the Premier League and play by playing an entire season and not win a single away game and expect to stay up. That can't happen. And no matter who they play away from home, they don't. They look they're not going to lose every time. They don't look like they don't provide any threat whatsoever. So I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if the owner's not lining up a new guy to come in and replace Steve Cooper because he'll panic because of the money that the owners spent in the last 12 months now since they've been promoted to the Prem back in last May. Or 11 months then. Either way, the amount of money he spent pumped into the club, in terms of the squad, he will not want to see Forest go down. Because all of them players will have clauses in their contract saying if they get relegated, they can go for X, Y, and Z for a set price or for free or whatever. Then he's got to spend more money then on a squad that could be able to come back up again. Nothing's been. I know it's heavily linked. Nothing's confirmed on Leicester City's side, but I know it's heavily linked. Jesse March. But yeah, nothing's been officially confirmed yet. Colin Indica's talking about Masters and new manager. Oh, okay. Obviously, I got the volume on low, so I didn't hear that. But maybe it's just not officially confirmed. Okay. Probably announce that tomorrow on Monday then. Oh, God. So that's stuff up then. Bye, Leicester. On your 8-year anniversary of being league champions, you're going back to the championship where you should have gone in the first place the year before. That's mental. Imagine that. Who would have thought Leicester would win the league when they won the league in 2016? Within 8 years, they'll be literally fighting for their lives to stay in the league. There's a potential on the decade anniversary, the 10-year anniversary of that season, they could be a championship team. And they'll be celebrating, yeah, we were the champions 10 years ago, but in the championship. Oh my days, what a finish that was from Traore. Oh dear. Second Cooper is a terrible decision. I'm just saying, in terms of the owner, the amount of money he spent on that squad now, since they got promoted, they should be getting. Mate, you got to say, they should be winning some league away games this season. We're in April and have not won a single away game all season. And they're basically trying to stay up on their home form. That's not going to work. That's never worked. First, after Bravish fans, I wouldn't want to chant his name in case he looked at me. Emmy doing well at Villa, showing how rubbish Gerrard was. Yeah, that's not hard. That's not exactly hard, was it? I mean, Gerrard literally said it a few times. He literally jumped before he could literally walk in a managerial game. Had a good spell. Had a good thing going at bloody. Yeah. That was smart, wasn't it? Basically, in the infinite wisdom, Konate's got injured, but because they've used up all their subs, their sub windows, not the subs itself, but the windows of when they could make a sub, they couldn't bring on another player, so they had to finish the game with 10 players. But as I say, he had a good thing going at Rangers, got Cox, and obviously got Cockshaw himself in terms of Premier League Cup in Aston Villa's come calling this, that, and the other. I need to prove myself to Liverpool that I'm capable of Premier League level. I'm going to jump now, and it backfired. And now he's not been linked. I don't think it's saying something. You're not even linked with Leicester. You're not even getting heavily linked with like Leicester City or any managerial jobs that are coming out in the Premier League recently. Not even. It's just not linked. Yeah, it's not linked with anyone. As soon as there's a sacking, are you in there? No, there's a reason. Because you're shite. Yeah, Emery's doing a good job. In terms of what he's inherited and all that, he's obviously doing a good job. and looks like he could be getting Villa back into European football via the Europa League. He won't get Champions League spot, but Europa League. And the start of the season, when they had Gerrard and the way they started their season and all that, Villa was the subject. If you said to him, in a few weeks, you're going to sack Steven Gerrard, and a couple of weeks later, you're going to hire the former Arsenal manager, Unai Emery, and then come May, you're going to be back in European football, either Conference League or Europa League. They would have snapped your hand off. But it's going to be interesting. After he's got obviously Unai Emery's got his first pre-season with Villa in the summer, start building his squad and he's in his image going forward about the players he wants to keep on, the players he wants to strip out, bring in this, that, and the other. It's then you'll see the Unai Emery team next season, but he's done a good job so far, so I'm not going to slag him off or nothing like that. But just wait until he gets his players in and all that, gets things settled for his way of things, and how they cope if they are in Europe, how they cope with the literally a game every couple of days situation at the start of the season when it comes up when the league gets underway on a Thursday and they've got to play on a Sunday, all that regular BS. Blackburn got relegated 4 to 5 years after they won the EPL. Yeah, they did. But my point is with Leicester in the modern day, obviously, and you would never have thought they'd go from that, especially when the following season they almost went down that route. They're on the verge. They still they held on, and you thought after that season they sort of get themselves in the mid-table this area and all that for the following season. Had a little bit of a dip in form, and then sacked that guy. I can't remember what his name was now. The manager brought in Brendan, and then from that they didn't look back. Flirted with Champions League spot, bottled it for 2 years on the bounce at the fourth spot when being fourth, and won an FA Cup. And then after the FA Cup, they just don't know what it is. Last season, below par, but they finished around mid-table. And then literally, what was it? And this season, they've just been it's got even worse. Mental. It is mental that they could celebrate their 10 years on from winning the league title in the Championship, because I don't see them honestly coming up next season, or possibly, and that means that their 10-year anniversary will be in the Championship. The next game up is this one: Wolves versus Frank Lampard's Chelsea. Frank Lampard wasn't good enough under Roman, brought back under the new ownership. But hey, according to Chelsea fans, Tugbo's done nothing wrong. He's the perfect owner. Okay. Oh, what? Because he spent money? Yeah. Okay. He's chucked money at the wall, hoping it sticks. He's not sticking, but he's a great owner. Yeah. That's just irresponsible. That's what that is. The Mina. Oh, you know what? I know we're linked to Declan Rice, but you know what? I'd also go for him as well, Namina at Wolves. Bring him in. Bulk that's what I'm saying. In the summer, just bulk our squad out. Why would they crack themselves their cash cow winning? Oh my God, what a goal there. Okay. I mean, look at the football there. Oh, my days. Ball watching FC defending. Koulibaly heads it out. Oh, my God, on the half volley as well. Oh. No goalkeeper saving that, to be honest. No goalkeeper saving that. What a hit. I've got to say, that was fantastic from Cunha. Jesus. Wow. But look at the space he had. I mean, no one even tried to close him down. They stood there like, huh? Okay. Diego Costa. Oh my God. Diego Costa actually almost scored. Nunes' goal is a cracker. Yes, that was a fantastic. That's a fantastic hit. That's got to be contention for goal of the season, let alone goal of the month. Wow. You've got to say it's well taken and fair play. There's a shot on target from Yao Felix, who, by the way, will not be at Chelsea next year. Chelsea fans, I can guarantee you that. There's a reason he signed a contract extension before he left on loan to you guys. Because Simeone is on his way out. Someone he doesn't get on with is on his way out. So he's signed a new deal knowing he'll be under a new manager at Atletico next season. And by the way, even if that weren't the case, why the fuck would he want to go to Chelsea when he got no European football? Verona, they haven't got a clue. What's next? It is. That's what I've called. I've been calling that. That's what I call lazy defending, basically. I've done that for years, even under the last few years under Wenger and briefly under Unai Emery and all that, and we've seen it run in the early years of the Arteta reign so far. We used to see that as you're trying to phase it all out and all that crap. Put your stamp on things. Aubameyang, bloody, he brought Aubameyang on. He brought Aubameyang on, and he still couldn't score for you. Oh my god! When Aubameyang's getting out muscled by a bloody kid, defend that no one's ever heard of. Oh, the mighty have fallen. Love it. Absolutely love it. This has been the worst Chelsea performance since last week. Oh, behave yourself. Just throw yourself to the floor, try and get a pen. Wow. I'm sorry. That chance for Aubameyang in an Arsenal shirt before he's on that new contract. That's going in, sorry. Chelsea's demise has been spectacular. Yep, even better from an Arsenal fan's perspective. 19 years we've had to wait for this. Brilliant, that literally. 19. This will be 20 years since he came in. This summer will be the 20 years since Roman came in, basically. So yeah, 19 years of Roman's reign. We had to go witness what we witnessed to this as well, and we fell off, as we know. I think it's just brilliant that the second Roman is forced out the door, they've gone back to the old days of being crap, and we've come back in the title chance and potentially could win a title. Like the good old days. That's wood. Well, 10 years, time goes fast. It was a lovely story, Leicester winning it. Yeah, it'll be 10 years, not next season, the season afterwards. So, it's 15-16 season they won it. Is it 15-16? I swear it's 2016 when they won. Do you know what I mean? I can't even remember. I genuinely can't remember. Who won what? I'm trying to think. Because we won the FA Cup in 2017. So, yeah, 2016, wasn't it? They still want to go, based on Roman's reign. Without Roman's money, that doesn't happen, obviously. What a finish. Wow. Like an arrow as well. So yeah, not next season. Next season is 8 years. It'll be 8 years this May, 9 years next May, when they'll be possibly in the Champions. I can't again. Unless the owner gets his head out his ass, I can't see them coming back up. So they could be potentially in the 25-26 season. I'm trying to think now. And honestly, trying to think now, but 23-24. 24-25, 25-26. Oh, 3 years. 3 seasons, sorry. 3 seasons, sorry. 3 seasons away from being a 10-year anniversary. I am so confused. So 7 years. Yeah, I've got my Watchalong. Bloody hell. 7 years and they could be getting relegated. 8 years next year. 9 years second. Still, if they went down under the way the ownership's been running the club and all that, can you see? Can we honestly see Leicester go down and come back up before the 10-year anniversary? Yay, Fulham v West Ham. I think this is the last game of looks of it. Yeah, last game up. Yay. It's all about money now, I'm afraid. Yep. It's all Roman's fault. Because it worked for Roman coming in, doing what he did to try and launder his money and all that. And that's what he did. Let's be pretty honest there. It worked for him doing coming in to Chelsea and doing what he was doing. None of this multi-millionaire ownership situation arises. Man City wouldn't have the owners they have. They wouldn't have had the owners they had previous to that either. Nevertheless, Newcastle wouldn't have the owners they have either. PSG don't have the owners they have. But hey, it is what it is. Have to move with the times now, thanks to that. Russian twat. I'm surprised in my head never calling Roman a Russian twat, but it is what it is. Own goal for Fulham, what a crappy game. Yep. It was apparently it was absolutely dire. Apparently Fulham had everything but they lacked in the final third. Shock horror. It's saying something. The game was that poor. BBC might be the coverage. I've decided at some point to go and look for the Fulham manager in the new main stand that's just been built, and then just sitting there with one of his coaches watching the game. I will take Declan Rice though. Yeah, I'll take him. I won't complain. Strengthen depth again. Bulking out the squad. Competition for places. Doesn't have to move either. Doesn't need to adapt to the league or anything like that. It did. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with that whatsoever, Stefan. Then I made a save. He can actually save a ball going in the net. Never. So why didn't you do that with Arsenal colours, bastard? Well, more times than once in a blue moon, basically. Apart from Spurs, I don't mind which English clubs win the UEFA Champions League, as it's a sense of pride for the EPL and not wanting no Spaniards, Germans, or Italians to win it. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to agree with that. I was so relieved, even though they were in that final all them years ago, Tottenham. I was so relieved that they're going up against a juggernaut of European football in Liverpool. Even though after we lost our final, I was thinking, oh my god, the only way this will get worse is if not only have we lost the way we lost, but the only way to make it worse, this defeat, this humiliation in the Europa League final, is if Tottenham go to fucking Madrid in a few days' time and win the Champions League. That'll kill me. That'll do me. I wouldn't have to. I won't be doing this channel. Put it that way. Jesus Christ. If Tottenham had won that, if Tottenham had gone on to win that, guarantee from there on in, they'd have found every Arsenal YouTube channel and just peppered us. Subscribe just to pepper us every stream. The Tottenham goal at Ajax was insanity. Yeah, it was. Ajax had it in the bag at one point in that time. And then we all know what happened in the last seconds of that game when the away goal was a rule. Yeah. Looks like for them we're out of gas though. I know they ain't got Mitrovic for pretty much the rest of the season now, apart from not the last game, I think, as it stands. And the manager's facing doing his touchline ban, but still just lacking basically today. And we've got four defeats on the bounce now in the league. Just seems that when they had a chance of getting some European football for next season, their first season back in the Premier League, against all the odds, they've been doing what they've been doing. It's just they're just literally completely. It's like, as I say, they're running out of gas. It's just like, yeah. But hey, I mean, they did play Arsenal in 1-4, but anyway. That end was incredible. Thought Ajax were through. As I said, they had it in the bag at one point, and then they leaked one goal, and then with that goal they leaked, they then gave the opportunity, because the away goal rule at the time was the last season when they had the away goal rule. They gave Tottenham the opportunity, and sadly they took it. But thankfully, they didn't take it fully in the final. And 30 seconds in, went, "No, we don't want the trophy. Thank you." I remember doing a watch along for that Champions League final as well, and just praying and actually celebrating when Salah scored that when obviously Liverpool got the pen and Salah scored it, and then Divock Origi scoring the goal at the end there. And people complain that obviously Liverpool didn't really take that final and all that, didn't really go for it. They didn't have to, because Tottenham 30 seconds in went high, boom, always a penalty, and Salah scored, and they just went, okay, the plan is now, because of how your record's been against us in the league that season, we're just going to defend our 1-0 lead and get you on the counter attack, and that's exactly what they did. That's what experienced European teams do in the final. They've been there and won a T-shirt historically. Come on. Big game, Sean. Big game tomorrow. No messing about. No mercy. We go there, we get the job done. There we go. Southampton, Leicester, not the first in the bottom three. Forest are in their own goal difference. Bloody hell, there's just 10-goal swing there between them and Everton. Leeds win tomorrow, they can put away from that relegation zone by a few points. Good night, lads. Big game tomorrow, yeah. Big game. Hopefully, Sam, if you're around, you want to pop on half time or after the game, whatever, want to pop on, depending on the result, obviously. Just let me know and I'll send you a link, but hopefully you'll see you in the chat anyway. But apart from that, that is it. Match of the day is now over for another week. But yeah, know what? When was the last time every game there was a goal in it? There was no 0-0 on the match of the day actual program. Bloody hell. Did I just say that? I actually said the same when Rangers reached the final or the Open League last season. Oh dear. Oh, again, did a watch along for that, didn't we? And me and Andrew was doing like the trilogy, basically, the whole trinity of fucking European finals last year: the Conference League, Europa, and then the Champions League. And obviously, when we come to the Europa League, Europa League, it's between Frankfurt and Rangers, obviously, from a British perspective, is like, go on, Rangers, see what you can do, see if you can avenge what happened to you last time you was in the European final in 2008, I want to say, 2008, 2009, at the Etihad, City of well, back then was the City of Manchester Stadium. And to be fair, it was back and forward, patches of Frankfurt dominating or Rangers dominating, having chances. And went to penalties and you think penalties, I don't know what's going to happen here. See how it goes. And then of all people to miss, it had to be the one that was on loan, the former Arsenal, Aaron Ramsey. It's like, oh my god! And now he's at Nice. I don't even know if he's playing regularly at Nice either. To be honest, I do feel sorry for Aaron in terms of his career since leaving Arsenal for Juventus and all that for free. And he's not had the best. He hasn't had the best injury record since leaving us. Assassin Eagles in the chat, big up yourself, says going for an Arsenal 3-1 win. I don't care how we win, but as long as we win, I don't care. Saka to score in the 21st minute, Salah to equalise before half time, and then Xhaka 86th minute, and then Jesus 91st. I might have a mental break. If I've got to wait that long to celebrate a winning goal in the 86th and 91st minute respectively, to make it 2-1 and 3-1 respectively to Arsenal, I think I might have a mental breakdown tomorrow on live on air because of the stress of being in the title race and all that and needing that win. Glad the Rangers fans behaved themselves. Yeah, that's a positive, actually, compared to last time in the European final. But yeah, that's a positive to take as well. But yeah, it is what it is. I know I have to go. I want to go, guys. I need to wrap things up because I do need to get myself my head down and get myself, save my energy for the big one tomorrow. 4 o'clock. I said 4 o'clock. We are going live. Myself, Gary. I think now Colin and Joel will be joining me for 4 o'clock for the Liverpool versus Arsenal match day watch-along. And fingers crossed, touch wood and all that Arsenal respond like they did last week to Man City's win last week. We follow up with a win like we did last week against Leeds. Maybe more emphatically, I don't know. As long as we win, I don't care. Any sort of win. The most important thing tomorrow is getting. Tomorrow's later on today now. Here in the UK, yeah, the most important thing is getting to Anfield, getting the points, get the 3 points. That's all that matters at this moment in time. Keep us that 8-point cushion. Don't give Man City any glimmer of hope. Just keep plugging away. And then we've got 2 winnable fixtures after tomorrow. So it's more, yeah, as I say, 3 points. That's it. Just get into Anfield, shut their lot up, get the result, get the points, and get out of there. And we then focus on to West Ham. Oh dear. I won't be up here, by the way. I will be downstairs in the living room. Because it is on Sky, it is live, and because it's such a big game, I'm not going to be doing the stream up here when I'm watching Sky Go and be like 30 seconds to a minute behind the action. I need to I have to be watching the game live, as in on the main Sky box, literally just because I cannot. The anxiety will kill me. Otherwise, oh dear. That's the one thing when it comes to games when it's on Sky Sports. I'm downstairs. No matter, I've got to be down. If it's Arsenal wise, I'm downstairs. I don't care. Oh, I bring the laptop down, get it all set up, and boom, I'm down there. Just as I say, see it as it happens. Not like wait, it happens, and I've got to wait to celebrate or dismay at any moment. 2 minutes later. Oh dear. So yeah, we'll be changing scenery somewhat. as I say, seemingly you're used to some as well. You've seen before, but yeah. If I had a box up here, I'll do it up here, but I can't be asked. I can't be asked to bring it all the way up. But I'll take this all day. I'll take this down, and it'd be easier. Oh dear. But it is what it is. As I say, as I say, hope we go there, get the points, and get that 8-point caution back. As I say, we're going to go now. I've got to get myself freshened up in terms of a shower and all that, and get myself into bed. Get myself some shut eye, and then get up nice and early. Get myself my Easter Sunday roast going as well. Get that all done and dusted and cleared away before the main event as well. And yeah. Hopefully, headline. There's headline to be made tomorrow for obvious reasons. If you think about it and you realise, you know. Hopefully we do. Yeah, I'm getting jibbery now. So yeah, I will go now. So yeah. For God's sake, you're obsessed with this bloody emoji. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm going to do? If Arsenal do put it off tomorrow and get the 3 points, I am going to come in to the live chat on my phone, because I can use the emojis myself as well, and I will be using certain emoji. I'll be using the other emojis as well, my friend. Trust me on that. Trust me. It's like a bit rude, but we'll see you on the other side, guys. As I say, I'll be back again. I will be back 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the afternoon UK time, British summer time. Yeah, can't say much more than that. The stream is already set up. All you got to do now, go over, give it a like, turn your notifications on, so when I go live, you'll be notified straight away, so you don't miss a second of all the highs and the lows of tomorrow's game. Hopefully, more highs than anything else. And yeah, have a laugh along, and have a laugh, talk all things football along the way, and keep laughing at Chelsea. Well, hey. Until then, I'll see you on the other side, and as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners!